Well, with the pandemic, as whole industry, it was very tough. We also faced a lot of things, but again, luckily we've been good enough to survive. And here we are, coming a few more months. We wanna push our fermentation, as we always have that idea of pushing the boundaries and giving something new to our guests, at the same time to the industry and to the community as well. So maybe in these few months we will be more focusing on sustainability. At the same time, working it through the fermentation process. So we are thinking of collaborating with a lot of restaurants, some actually coffee shops, some bakery, to ask for their leftover ingredient and bring it here, and then in return we give them the final product. That's the whole idea in the new project that we are working on.
Oh, cool. So you're one of the top bars in the world. How do you combine that with sustainability, like this high level of service?
That is also very challenging, but again, as Agung mentioned earlier, we are more into working as a bar in a fun type. Again, with a lot of pressure. At the same time, we want to make it as a fun when we work. So that's why fermentation, the sustainability, everything, we think in a way that we can still do it in fun way, rather than just putting it as a very pressurized way. We make it in a fun way.
Yeah.
Let's say we do some workshop with our staff, with our colleagues, so it's much more fun for them as well to understand and at the same time to work it very well.
Can you share a little bit about your process when you develop some new flavor or new drinks or new ingredients?
Well, I hope you don't want to know that. But actually, our drinks work in a very different way, because it's you have drink our cocktails. You have seen how we develop the drinks. So here we are more of an idea. There will be an idea coming up in the mind of any of our colleagues, and then we put it in that table and we add more ideas into it. So much morely, we are focused into from the guest point of view. Yes, always when the drinks is made, it's a bartender's point of view. But here we want to think from the guest point of view. What is new in the market? What people will see it, feel it, drink it, and feel like wow. That is totally. We want to give a new experience to the guests. So every time we develop our flavor, our menu, we always put the guest shoes on us, and then we start thinking, okay, what people want at this moment in the market, something new, something very good, and something very interesting.
Well, so what is the latest thing you're thinking of adding in, you're playing with the team?
You mean in coming projects?
Yeah.
Well, as I said earlier, we want to push the boundary in fermentation. That is something new for F&B industry at this moment. Everyone is trying. But again, regarding with the situation, in Hong Kong, especially with the hardware, with the manpower, is quite challenging. So that's why this year we want to be really, really focused and come out through the outcome actually, rather than just having ideas. So this few months we'll be working in those kind of stuff that people always think. Let's say I was just sitting with one of my colleagues. Maybe I want to ferment the soil. I don't know also the process or what is the outcome, but we want to do in that way. Again, not putting soil in the drink, but we will never know. Right?
Yeah.
As we were saying last time, we never know.
Yeah, exactly. Did you have any unexpected outcomes? Something that turned out much better than you thought, or something that turned out much worse? Is there
There are many examples like that. Sometimes when you think, okay, this is working, but it might not work. That is from our feeling only. But at the end of the day, the bacteria, the yeast that we are playing around, maybe think in a different way. They have their own way of acting, right? So I was doing a plum wine a few months back, and then I thought of okay, it's going very nice. And by the end of 1.5 week, 10 days, it totally works. So I just give up and I just leave it over there. I didn't touch it or anything. And after 2 more weeks, I was just cleaning again, and then I said, okay, I should at least check it. And it was super good. And then I started realizing anything can happen with fermentation. It's all about timing, and then all about actually, yes, it's our effort as well, but again, it's about the yeast, our bacteria, what's going inside over there.
And in the coffee as well.
Yeah, at the same time, we used to have a ferment, we have a lot of spent coffee from our brothers and sisters from coffee shop.
Yeah.
And then we bring it here. We were thinking, what should we do? We have plenty much, and then that's the idea comes up. We added chicken broth in the instant coffee, and then we leave it for fermentation. When the flavors comes out later on, it was super good, and then everybody was like, "What is this? What do you guys made?" Because when you see coffee and chicken broth, people can what the hell, like that, right? But the drink was super good. That is also one of our experiments that works very, very well.
Awesome. So you have your own fermentation room in here, and also a lot of cool like machines and gadgets that I don't think people have seen before. Can you share a little bit
Yeah,
about
just
what you guys do?
recently we have our friends from Hakobako who provide a nice fermentation chamber, which actually we're looking for like few months back. We wanna develop by ourselves. Then again, we find it this nice product, which is helping us a lot in terms of boosting the fermentation, in terms of controlling the temperature, the humidity, especially timing, because timing is very crucial for us. We have to always play around with time, and then this machine is helping us very interestingly actually.
Awesome. Nice. Do you show the guests into the room and the machines, or what kind of what is the guest experience sort of like with?
We always share actually whenever a guest come inside our bar, we always that's one of the things that we always provide them about the tour of our fermentation room, our laboratory, like talking about what we do, what they should be doing in terms of sustainability as well.
Mm-hmm.
So always whenever we take our guests to the room, they are always amazed by how the machines look itself.
Yeah.
With the lighting, the timing things, and we always at least show them how it runs also.
Mm.
So yeah, they are very interesting. People are more willing to do the fermentation in their home if they have like maybe smaller version of those kind of machines where they can control all those factors actually.